All right, hey everybody, welcome to Down Home Backyard Gardening. So it is October 1st, and we are going to do a garden tour. Now I've got a few things going on that's new, a few things that are kind of old, and everything in between. So sit back, relax, enjoy this garden tour, and let's grow. Okay, so right off the bat, right behind me, you see the fairy garden. Now that thing will get addressed eventually. But right now I'm using it just to store stuff. But that is an update that will be coming very soon because it's time to get that thing going, and I want to have it tip-top shape for spring, for sure. Start at the pepper bed. I like to start over here sometimes. The peppers are all doing pretty good. I don't really have any issues going. And since the weather has cooled down, these habaneros have just been blowing up with peppers, as you can see there. So they are doing great. I also want to point out this crazy wasabi radish. This thing is huge. I mean, look at that thing. And I will never take that out. That is simply there as companion planting because these little flowers bring in beneficial insects that help protect the peppers. Okay, shifting over here to this raised bed. Now I've got some dill growing here, finally starting to take off. We got cilantro slowly starting to come up in here. Now these are the Baker Creek slow bolt cilantros. So I'm excited to see how they do. We've got some yellow wax beans in here. I mean, look at those things. And they are so good. I only grew these, honestly, for the nitrogen fixation for the soil. But I've been harvesting these green beans, or these yellow beans, and man, they are so good. So this entire section right here is about to get completely transformed. All these beans are about to come out. That soil should be really, really fertile. But more importantly, and what I'm really excited about, are all of these sweet potatoes. This whole section, in fact, the very next video will be the sweet potato harvest video. I am praying that that is an amazing harvest because you can see the growth in here. This should be really good, and crossing my fingers. One thing I wanted to point out with these sweet potato vines is if you look at this, they go up behind this bush right here. But look at them. The vines are come down. We've got sweet potato flowers growing right there. The vine is all the way up in there. And as it comes, it's all the way over here. So what am I saying? When you plant sweet potatoes, be sure to give them a lot of space. I didn't realize that they would vine the way they're doing. Again, this is my first time really planting sweet potatoes, and man, they are going crazy. So word of advice, ensure that you give your sweet potato bed or whatever you're going to plant your sweet potatoes in a lot of room to grow and for those vines to roam. Shifting to this bed right here, this bed is just insane. Look, all of this are only 2 spoon tomato plants, and look at how much real estate they've taken up. I mean, they are huge. Okay, so the biggest thing that I wanted to point out on this update, look at how bad the top of these plants look right now. They've all been chewed up because I had a massive hornworm problem that I didn't catch until I had 12 hornworms on those 2 plants that I killed. And that's just the 12 that I found. And I've been out here blacklight hunting. If you've seen any of the shorts that I've posted, I've been out here just trying to annihilate the hornworms because I've been waiting for the cool weather for these tomato plants to come back to life to start producing fruit. At least that's what I thought they would do. And I'm so excited to show you this. If you look right there, we have new spoon tomatoes that are growing. I could not be more excited about that because these plants have done exactly what I thought they would do. And that's the reason I kept the tomato plants in throughout the entire summer, was for that reason right there. So they would come back to life. At least that's what I was hoping, and it worked. Do have lots of roses, and then look at all those lantanas. Look at how beautiful that is. That entire corner is nothing but a giant pollinator beacon. Absolutely love it. I always love to show this corner because of the amount of flowers and the growth of the plants in here. It just blows my mind. I mean, we've got rose bushes that are all the way up here. All the way up there, we have a butterfly. We have a butterfly up there doing its thing. I mean, this corner has gone crazy. I mean, look at that. Just amazing. I love it. And again, when you're vegetable gardening, you should have a flower to vegetable ratio of about 30% flowers to 70% vegetables. That brings in a lot of the pollinators, and that's what you need. You need the pollinators. So coming over here, the onions aren't doing the greatest, but they're not doing bad either. But I'm about to really change this. We got some carrots right here. This whole section, I'm going to put in garlic very soon. We've got basils. I've put in some squash plants right here with a mothball water beside it to protect them, and they're doing good. Coming down, we got some tomato plants right here that I planted about a month ago, and they've already tripled in size, and they are surrounded by basil. Remember, basil with your tomato plants equals pretty much no hornworms, and that's what you want. If you look right there, we've got some different types of watermelons growing, which I'm shocked about. Got another watermelon right there doing good. One, you can tell by how this is looking that it's about to be done. You could tell right, in fact, this is going to get harvested actually today. I asked you all about a month ago what I should put in here. I got some really good ideas. So this is going to get all cleaned up, cleaned out, and I'm putting kale in here. I'm going to add a few different types of kale that are going to go in here, and then I'm going to put some flowers in here also. Everyone who commented on that video when I was asking for ideas, thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, over here, this is a massive rose bush. As you can see, it's just crazy. I mean, look at that beautiful rose right there. So in this rose bush, I found this yesterday when I was watering. I mean, look at this. I have a watermelon that is completely suspended. And I just found this yesterday. So like I said with the sweet potatoes, when you plant watermelons, be sure to have an area that you can let them sprawl and grow and just go. Because as you can see behind me, I have watermelon vines all up through here. Blows my mind. This raised bed is a mixture of cucumbers that these are finally starting to put on good sized cucumbers that I've been harvesting, so I don't actually have any to show you. Sorry about that. I did not plan that well. Oh, there's one right there. There's one. Hold on. Yep, there's one. I always love it when I'm filming and I find something. Okay, we got okra plants. These are the newest okras, and then these are all coming out actually today. I'm taking all the old okra out. I'm gonna leave these in because they're new and they're producing good pods, but they're not gonna stay for very long. And then we got my eggplants. I mean, it's a good sized eggplant there. Got a little baby eggplant there. Got a little baby white eggplant right there. So the eggplants are doing good, finally. It's taken like half the year for them to really kick in, but they're starting to produce, finally. All right, this whole area right here is gonna be nothing but peas and vining, trellising peas all through there. Waiting about another week till it cools off a little bit more. But as you can see right here, right there, I've got peas that are starting to come up in this section. Now they're not coming up the way I wish they were, but it's all right. I'll just plant some more now that it's really cooling off. I really want to show this pepper. Look at the beauty of this pepper. This is called a Mad Hatter pepper. And it's just an odd shaped, beautiful pepper. Love it. And this pepper is finally starting to take off now that the weather has cooled down some. So I don't know what the deal has been. I've had some pepper plants that have done great this year through the heat, and some that have just stayed alive, and now are putting on their fruit. So hey, if you plant peppers, don't be discouraged if they don't take off right away. Sometimes they take time. They got to get established, or whatever. I don't know. It's nature. But stay the course. Stay the course. As you can see in this bed, these are all pea plants, and they're starting to really take off. And then I've got these basils. These were transplanted basils that were in my windowsill that are now taking off. which makes me very happy. I didn't have to go buy them. Cucumber plants right here coming down. We got more peas right through here, and then these are the Armenian cucumbers, those ones that get pretty long. And then more cucumbers that just look horrible. I'm not sure why they look so bad. These are the Boston Pickling cucumbers. So I mean, you can see, you know, they're putting on, you know, fruit. But all in all, they just look horrible, and I don't know why. So I'm probably going to take them out and put something else in right there. All right, and then to finish up the video, this is the area right here where I put the meat in the bottom of that bed. I'll put a link to that video right here. And again, I've had no issues. There's no smell coming from anything down there. And when I do plant in here, I guarantee everything's going to take off, just like these squash plants have taken off. I mean, look at the size of these things. I mean, look how beautiful that is. These beautiful, beautiful flowers. And it just trellises all the way down around. It's coming there. I mean, look at these flowers. We've got butternuts. We got butternut squash right there doing great. We've got all kinds of squash plants hanging, getting pollinated. I mean, this bed right here has just taken off, and it makes me so happy that I decided to roll the dice with a fall squash crop. Just doing so good and so big. I mean, look at that. Just amazing. All right, everyone, so that was the garden tour. It was really quick. I wasn't going to spend a lot of time because there's really not a whole lot going on, but there's enough to where I wanted to come out and do a video on it because, like, I mean, just with the squash plants alone, it's amazing how much they've taken off, especially that one kind of squash plant. It's something else. If y'all enjoyed this video, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, click that little icon in the bottom right hand corner of the video, hit the little bell so you're always notified whenever I upload videos, and hey, go over to farmersdefense.com. They are promoting Breast Cancer Awareness Month, as I am too. That was not planned either. This is something I decided to do with the channel. I love this shirt. Kim did a great job making them for me. They're promoting 10% of all sales goes toward breast cancer awareness, as you see right here in this clip from their website. Also in the checkout, type in backyard 10, save 20%. So with that being said, everyone, hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for coming along on this ride with me. I really, really appreciate it. Until next time, shine bright and harvest hard.